Hey, I hope you're having a good weekend. It's early here. I got here the gym at 5. It's now about 10 till 6. I did some cardio. I'm doing this 100 push-up challenge, and I just started with kettlebells, so I'm not doing what I usually do, and that is a lot of weights. I found that my joints are getting stiff. I'm not as flexible as I used to be, but that's not why we're here today. By the time you see this, it will be 10 Toes Tuesday. And this one is gonna be a banger. You're going to want to stick around for this one. A lot of people in the world, and I'm probably gonna piss some people off, claim to be Christians. And they use the Christian label to hide behind. We are seeing this more and more now in America. If you think about it, then you know. This story that I'm coming to you with was the truth. It was I was about 14 through about 16 when I knew this guy. And he was a preacher. My parents, they took me to church every week. Every Wednesday we go to prayer meeting. I told you I was bad. Every Saturday we go to church and everything in between, choir practice and all that stuff. Well, if you've been to church or if you're still going to church, you know they preach about hell and brimstone. They want their offering, and they talk about the LGBT community and how we don't believe in being homosexual or LGBTQ. That's what we're going to go about today. The pastor, his wife, a gym setting just like this, and we're just gonna run through it. So if that's something that intrigued you, stick around. It's gonna be fun. Like I told you, when I was 14 or 15, we started going to the gym. And we had a lot of friends at the gym. I had a lot of friends at the gym. A lot of people that were Mr. Huntsville, Mr. Alabama, a lot of women bodybuilders. It was a fun time. During the summer, my mother would drop me off early in the morning, and this is a time when you could do that, or I don't know, it's just what happened to me. I would be around these men and women all day long. The one gentleman that I was training with, he was a personal trainer. And he would train these men, women, what have you. Well, the preacher's wife came in and she wanted to get some personal training. And that went on for 5 or 6 months. Turned out, since I was there and I'm seeing everything, they were trying to be sneaky about it because you don't want to get caught, but they were having an affair. And this is the preacher's wife. Now, everybody was dogging on me because I told you, I was just who I was, and I believe in being who you are. And with what you say, present that. So, preacher's wife, the wife is having an affair with my friend from the gym, and everybody knew about it. I don't know if the preacher knew about it, but eventually they got divorced. Moving forward, it was just all bad, and this is why I stopped doing the religious thing. The preacher would say, he'd get up and he'd tell this joke, and I've heard this before. He'd say, it's all about Adam and Eve and not Adam and Steve. And you've got to realize what you're doing, that God did not mean for this to happen. God loves you and come as you are, but put the offering in the plate. Give to the building fund. And, everybody does that. Well, turns out he got found out as well. Him and Steve were actually best friends because he came out that he was gay. Now, before everybody gets all up in arms, and you probably turned it off by now, But I have friends that are gay, and people have this homophobia that all gay people want is sex and they want you. And that's very far from the truth. So let's debunk that right now. I told you the story about Shar, and I have a few friends that are gay and married, and they've been married longer than me, and they've been married longer than other people that I know. And I am not married. I'm divorced, but they've been together. And my friend broke it down to me one day. He said, just like you have a certain type of woman, we have a certain type of man. And we're not, he said, those are the people that I despise. The ones that, he calls them, well, I can't say it on here. The ones that are sexual deviants, and that's what they portray to and for that community. The ones that I know are not like that. Now, I'm not saying that people aren't like that. What I'm saying is the people in the LGBT community that I know are not like that. They are not trying to get you to do anything. Half the time, I'd say a good 80% of the time, you're not their top choice anyway. You're not giving them vibes. Most of the ones that I hear say things are 300 pounds, and you're not going to take my manhood or whatever. I don't swing that way, and they're not looking for that. They're not going to try to turn you. Some of them will, but that's a small, very small percentage. But let's get back on topic. The pastor, his shenanigans, and his wife, her shenanigans, really turned me off of religion. And it turned me off because they didn't stand 10 toes down. They didn't stand for what they said they believed in. And we've got that going on almost everywhere. Stand for what you believe in. Stand 10 toes down. It really turned me off, and I stopped going to church as soon as I could. I've seen people that come in, and the church is supposed to be all about helping the needy, having a heart. Wasn't supposed to be what color you were, how much money you had, anything like that. That's the religion that I was taught. But I didn't see that, so I left. And that's why I can't say that I am a Christian now. I believe in a higher power, and I call him the great architect. I believe that we come from something. I believe that we did not get here by chance or by some little sperm in the ocean that turned into a fish, that turned into a dinosaur, that turned into an ape, that turned into a man. And you may believe that, and you have every right to believe that, and you can continue to. I will not infringe on that. What I believe, and now that I am out of that, is read for yourself, study. But that's why I don't do the Christianity thing or jump on the bandwagon of all the church stuff in the religion, because we're seeing it now. There have been many wars, including what's getting ready to happen here in America, started in the name of Christianity. You have the Christian nationalists, you have whatever czar that has been institutionalized in the White House that's asking for money. I think it's a $1,000 donation. You've got that guy that locked the doors and told everybody to give $20. I'm not used to that. I'm used to the person that has nothing, that came to church, that my parents brought in, that was a hobo, didn't have any money, didn't have any clothes. He was happy, and he needed some religion. He needed something to eat. He knew that most churches were caring in kind, and he just needed that. He was looking for some help, and it has greatly changed. I think you guys get the point. Always stand 10 toes down. If you're going to be a Christian, be a Christian. If you're going to be a Christian, be a Christian. And you know what that is, what the Bible talks about. Do that. If you can do that, you're in a much better place. I've got a little protein drink I got to go and consume. I hope wherever you are, whatever time it is by the time you see this video, that you're having a good day. And until next time, and there will be a next time, Big Onk out.